Hello, greet you family. Welcome to another episode. So we shared with you the documentary where we saw a lot of people crying. We saw all this, and a lot of people have been moved to believe that Prophet TB Joshua was this monster. So before we go any further, I just want to show you what we posted yesterday. Just a short clip which just summarizes yesterday's video, and then I'll come back.
We'll begin to introduce the Ajoke here to you. Ajoke, stand up. So that you can come together, see what you can do, your prayer, and help. And the video, when she was a baby, the very day, was recorded. Four days ago, when the police came, they want to take her back to the orphanage home because it's their home. I decided, I said, please, I want her. And I have made all effort to change her. When I showed them this document, they said, man of God, it's only you that can do this thing. They are even they are very bitter now. Like the new commissioner of police that is there now is very bitter. Very, very bitter. He said, he want our own daughter to go to the British school. He could not afford it. When I now say 3 times I pay money and the money waste, he said, wow. I should release her, let her go there. Go there. So this is the letter of release. I decided to keep the letter with me. And I showed her. She was crying. But suddenly now, last week, of recent, what used to happen in the female room, the stealing money.
Back. I don't know. I'm surprised.
Know, I pay huge money, on $50,000. And at the time I withdraw her, I first withdraw her. They say they cannot return the money. I say, I overlook. I return her again. They say I should pay another money, $40,000 wasted. They say I should pay another money. I pay $30,000. Now I withdraw her again. I say, when you look at your background, you know what has happened to you. But I have a very rough background, my family, but I change because I want to make it in life. Okay, what's that again?
So, family, the funniest thing is that, which a lot of people are believing, because they're just people who believe anything that they see. They were saying that the narrative that they were like peddling in the documentary, they were saying that Prophet TB Joshua actually hated Ajoke. But how can you hate a person who you would invest $50,000, $30,000 and all those things? Well, there's a video that I found where Bisola actually admitted that Prophet TB Joshua loved Ajoke, and she also admitted to Ajoke being picked up after she was abandoned. Let's listen.
I know her from the baby when she was dropped. It was a service day. People were, after service, everybody going. Then the security came that a baby is in the auditorium. Because I was part of the media, we already gone to the auditorium in order to see what was happening. So is this a tiny baby? Yeah. So by the time he came, he said they should bring the baby. So they brought the baby, and usually that happens once in a while in Swan.
So when we now hear people like Agomo claiming that they knew her from birth, this now really tells us that the documentary, it was all lies. So let's now listen carefully to what Bisola said as she talks about Prophet TB Joshua's love for this lady Ajoke, which actually nullifies everything they said in the documentary because it was the exact opposite.
TB Joshua called Evelyn and said, take care of this lady, because at that time Mama Bosse has already left the environment. So Ajoke was retained. So say, Mama, Sarah, take care of this girl. So the girl was living with Evelyn as one of our children. She went to the same school, Bisola nursery and primary school with Sarah. After she finished primary, secondary school, she went to British school in Lome. And yes, you know, when she started working, she always walked into TB Joshua's office, and he loved her too much. Yes, he loved her too much. Even when he doesn't, you know, it's like he missed her, he will just open his other door down so that she can just come in. And then Ajoke will be the first person TB Joshua named prophetess. I remember anytime he's going for evening prayer for men or so women who are looking for fruit of the womb, he carries Ajoke along. He said, prophetess is coming to pray for you.
And you still have people believing what this lady said in the documentary. She's here right now. She's actually saying that Prophet TB Joshua loved Ajoke. And in the documentary, they were saying that he hated her, he punished her, he locked her up for weeks and months. So what will you now believe? So we are just sharing with you both sides of the story, and you judge. So I'm going to leave you with what Prophetess Evelyn said as she talked about the manipulative nature of this lady Bisola who was speaking here. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Meet you in the next one as always. God bless you.
Years back in this ministry, this structure was not here. I said it again, the prophet's office was just down there. It was a Wednesday service. And after the service, people will come in to see him. There's the way that office was built. For instance, you are coming through this way. This is the entrance to the office. You come in, this is the office. But in this office, there's 2 rooms there. There. And there's something like this before you get to the room. So this is the prophet's office. You will walk in this way. Me being me, I hang here. And I'm watching as people comes in. And a woman, I called her a woman, because before she came to the synagogue, she was married. I don't know what happened to her marriage. Maybe she was divorced or whatever, I don't know. She was married. So she was a woman. And immediately she came in, she knelt down. I am telling you this because I'm a witness. Please, sir, I am homeless. I don't have a place to stay. Fire engulfed our house.
Kerosene at petrol property over 3 million naira.
One day, her husband said that he was no longer interested in the marriage. So she drank poison, and her husband rushed her to the hospital. After 2 weeks, she poured kerosene and petrol on the house and set it on fire, burning over 3 million naira worth of property.
And the prophet was like this. In fact, I can tell you the cloth he wore that day. You know those Ghanaian cloth that has stripes? That was the cloth he wore that day. And he was listening to this lady. I was there watching. After listening to her, said, okay, go and wait for me outside. She went back. And the shelter was given to her in this ministry. When she came in, she wanted to make me a friend. I said, no, this one cannot be my friend. Over the years, she tried to make me a friend. I said, you cannot be my friend because she doesn't know anything about me. Today, she can't say anything about me because she doesn't know me. And so, we began to live in the synagogue. I saw her kurukere. And I thank God that the prophet did not give in to her foolishness. Keep away from foolish people. Stay away from them. So that you don't become what they are. When her time came to leave the synagogue, she started. The prophet is this. The prophet is that. That and this. He has no wife. He has no child. I said, all those times that used to come to my tiny sitting room to come and tell me, this one happened. Mama said that you don't know what is happening, oh. This one happened. I said, I don't look at those things, though. In fact, I don't see them. Who was I? Who was I to you then?
And having sworn in the presence of the man of God and all the evangelists and workers of the synagogue church of all nations, that she had changed and would never again return to them in this form, Bisola's appalling acts and contemptible character only seemed to get worse. Showing no sign of remorse or repentance after the pardon had been granted.
But you know what? With all she has said in this word about Prophet Joshua, I'm expecting her to say one thing. Why did the prophet spat at you publicly in this church? Spat at your face publicly. You heard a pastor talking. Touch me here. Touch me there. This is a woman that will say, come and touch my breast. She has boil. Oh, there's cramp. Come and pray for me. Stay away from foolish people.